everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Reeti and I am back with another lecture in the DBMS series. So in the last couple of lectures, we got to know more on the SQL part. In this particular video, we would be learning about intention and extension in databases. So without any further ado, let's get started. So what is intention? Intention defines what kind of data can be stored, basically the data type and the relationships between them. So whenever we discuss about what kind of data that can be stored in a table and what kind of relationships table can have in between them, that is called as intention. Now this is basically the blueprint or the definition of the database structure. So basically in the definition of database, we mostly tell that what kind of tables would be there, what would be the data which would be present in the tables, basically the data type, the constraints the table would be having. So it basically tells us about the database structure. Now it doesn't change frequently and it's permanent definition of the database structure. So it doesn't change frequently because consider that if we have a huge database of employee. Now in this employee database, we might be having a employee details table, and one about employee previous work history table. So employee work history table. Now in these certain tables, there is like very less addition of new columns, or you can say new set of attributes which are being introduced. So there is not a kind of permanent change which happens very frequently. So that is why it is told that it is a permanent definition, because the changes are not very frequent. Yeah, maybe there could be a possibility of adding one more or two more new attributes or column, but that doesn't occurs very frequently. It's very rare. So that is why it is called as the permanent definition of database structure. Now it includes the very first thing, table definition. So what table definition is? Basically the name of tables, their columns and the data type allowed in each column. So in a database, you can have multiple tables. What is database? Database is basically collection of data. And tables is basically an intersection of attributes and tuples, or you can say rows and columns. So here there could be multiple table T1 and T2. So what is this particular table name, along with what all are the data types of the data which is being stored, then what are the constraints which are provided to this particular data, that all things we discuss in intention. Now the second thing is constraints. So constraints are basically the rules that governs the data, such as primary key, foreign key and data validation rules. So constraints basically allows that if this particular data is being stored, does it follow this particular rule of a primary key constraint? Does the column shouldn't hold any duplicate values because it is having a primary key constraint. If it is having a not null constraint, it shouldn't take any null values. So that type of validation rules are performed. Now the third one is relationship between the tables. So there could be a relationship between the table, like foreign key primary key relationship, wherein one table is having a shared column with another table. There is one foreign key which is present in one table and there is one primary key which is being referenced by that foreign key in another table. So there is also a relationship which is established between two tables of databases. Now here is an example. So here we have taken an example of a customer table. So this is the table name. These are the table attributes, or you can say table columns. These are the data types of the attributes or the table columns, so you can say data types. So this proves our first point, that it includes the table definition, that is name of table, their column and data types allowed. Now the second thing which you can see here is a constraint, which is a primary key constraint. There is a rule on this ID column that ID should always hold unique as well as not null values. It can't hold any duplicated values because of this primary key constraint. So it also proves our second point, that is it includes constraint. Now the third one is relationship between tables. Since here we are discussing only about one table, we don't know that if there are more tables in the database which is existing. So for now I haven't given any foreign key or primary key relationship, but consider that if there are two tables, there could be a possibility that a primary key in first table can be acting as a foreign key in second table, establishing a foreign key primary key relationship between the tables. So in this way a relationship is also defined. So intention basically consists of table name, the constraint it has, the data type it has, the column name it has, basically the structure of the database or the structure of the tables which is present inside our database. It is the intention in database. So let's see what is extension in database. The extension is the actual data that is stored in database at a given instance in time. So whenever we see the actual data which is stored in database at a given time, that is called as extension. Basically the data which is stored in tuple or rows at a given instance of time. When there are more tuples added, the data can change. So consider that at a time t1, I am looking at my employee table. In this employee table, I can see there is ID, name and department. And there are entry of 3 people, Rahul, Afsara and Abhimanyu. Now company hire new individual. So whenever they will hire new individual, the tuple or the row would be filled with new values. Now if I see my table at time t2, I can see that there are 4 entries in my table now. So our entry for Aditya is newly added at time t2. So at time t1 I was seeing then there were only 3 people. Consider after 5 days if I am seeing, I can see that there are 4 people now in that particular employee table. Consider that after 10 days if I am seeing the table, I can see that there are 5 entries in the table. So Raj is also added newly. So at particular instance of time, the data which is present in the database is called as extension in database. So extension in database is not permanent because there would be more number of employees who would be added. There would be some employees who would be also leaving the company. So the extension doesn't remains permanent, but intention is kind of permanent because in that we basically define the table structure or the table definition. So extension is basically the actual data which is stored at a given instance in time. Intention is the table structure, or you can say table blueprint. So this was all about this video. I hope you like this video. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're someone who is new to my channel, can go ahead and watch out the tech content first. And if you find it useful, can go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you have not followed me on my social media handles, you can go ahead and follow. The links are in the description. Till then, take care, keep learning, keep growing, keep smiling. Bye all.